There is a trap when making fantasy football trades that I see way too many of you falling into. It's been amazing to see how many people have been tuning into my videos posting about fantasy football, and I've gotten literally hundreds of comments every single day asking me questions. Many of them are trade questions. I've made some other videos about trades, how you can apply behavioral economics and classical economics to get the most of them. But there is one fallacy that persists in my comment section. The 2-for-1 trade. The 2-for-1 trade is a trap. I'm specifically referring to when someone asks to trade 2 of their players for 1 of your players. The only thing that's a bigger trap than the 2-for-1 trade is the 3-for-1 trade. There's always that one guy in your league who will propose you trades like Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, and Zach Charbonnet for Jamar Chase. There's always some greedy owner who goes, here are 3 guys who I think about benching every single week. I'm even considering dropping 1 or 2 of them. Let me package them all together for your best player. But I want to be very clear. Elite fantasy football players, this is first round talents, are like the queens on the chessboard. You do not want to sacrifice them. Don't trade your queen for 3 pawns. Don't trade your queen for a pawn and a bishop. And it's actually worse than this chess analogy, because in a 2-for-1 trade where you receive 2 players, you have to drop someone. And look, maybe you have someone that is droppable right now. So one of the key tenets of my fantasy football philosophy, this is a philosophy that's allowed me to win 36% of all the leagues I've been in over the last 20 years, is that roster spots are immensely valuable. That's why the 2-for-1 trade is inherently imbalanced. The player giving up 2 players gets an extra roster spot on top of what's presumably an upgrade in that 1 player compared to the 2 that they gave up. It is immensely valuable to have an extra roster spot that you can go ahead and expend on a Tyler Algier, a Blake Corum, a guy who is 1 injury, 1 break away from being an elite player. I'm going to make a video tomorrow breaking down some of those could-be elite players looking into my crystal ball for week 3. Until then, my PSA is say no to 2-for-1 trades where you're getting an extra player and losing a roster spot. Almost never worth it. Same thing obviously applies for 3-for-2 trades, 4-for-2 trades, even see some 5-for-2 trades. So in your league, you'll usually need to have elite premium talent, not replacement level filler guys. If you want to see all of my rankings, which I update every single day for the rest of season player value, those are available on my site fansports.com up here. Also, because I'm getting so many trade questions in the comments, I'm actually building out a new feature, a trade analyzer within the site. I rarely receive all the context that I need to give someone a clear yes or no in a trade. I have to know your roster. I have to know the number of teams in your league. I have to know how many teams make the playoffs, what your current status is, your risk averseness. There's a lot of factors, and I want to make a system that can easily streamline all of this so I can give you the best advice to help you win your fantasy football league. Thank you guys for spending a couple minutes of your day with me. Check out my site fansports.com if you want to support what I'm doing. I'm going to make daily videos trying to help you win your fantasy leagues, and more advanced tools are there. Hope to see you in the next one. Stay learning. Peace.